Hi, my name is Christine Manassian, and I will be presenting on the Valuation FMS Securities Case B. The first question starts by stating a few facts about Series A with the $100 par value, a 4.32% dividend, and selling for $48 per share. It wants to know its nominal expected rate of return and its effective annual rate of return. So using the given information, we find the quarterly dividend by dividing the dividend by 4, comes out to $1.08. So then we get an APR of 9% and an EAR of 9.31%. The next question, asking for Series F, it wants to know what is the current value of the stock given the information. So the present value, the total altogether is $31 million, and so then the value comes out to $104.40. Next question is wanting you to consider the common stock, and assuming the 6% growth rate is expected to continue indefinitely, it wants to know the expected rate of return at the beginning of 2003. So given the following information of the price, the dividend, the growth rate, and the time period of 5 years, we get an expected rate of return of 14.09%. Then the next question wants to know the expected dividend yield and expected capital gains yield. And that is 8.09% for the expected and 1.3356 for the expected capital gains yield. And then it wants to know the relationship between dividend yield and capital gains yield. So the dividend yield and capital gains yield are directly correlated and remains constant under the constant growth rate assumptions. The next question is asking, what conditions must hold true to use the constant growth rate? So the dividend expected to grow forever at a constant rate. Stock price is expected to grow at the same rate. Expected dividend yield is a constant. Expected capital gains yield is also a constant and equal to G. The expected rate of return is equal to the expected dividend yield plus the expected growth rate. Question 4 wants to know what's the value of the stock on January 1st, 2003 if the required rate of return is 13.5%. So given the growth rate of years 1 through 5 as 6%, 6 years and on as 7.5%, the selling price of $40.67, we get the total value at $28.56. Question 5 is asking, what's the expected stock price at the end of 2003, assuming that the stock is in equilibrium? And so we get expected stock price of $30.62 using the 13.5% rate of return. And then question 6 is asking, what's the expected dividend yield, capital gains yield, and total return for 2003? So the expected dividend yield is 6.3%. Expected capital gains yield is 7.21%. You add those two together to get the total rate of return of 13.52%. Question 7 is asking, suppose that Energy Corp's dividend was expected to remain constant at $1.80 for the next 5 years and then grow at a constant 6% rate. If the required rate of return is 13.5%, would Energy Corp's stock value be higher or lower than your answer in problem 4? Well, using that given information, the expected stock value does fall by $8.80 per share. The value then becomes $19.76, which is lower than the $28.56 that was found and makes it overvalued. Question 8 is asking, what is the stock's expected rate of return if the stock price was $22.26? We get 13.6%, which is really close to the 13.5% rate of return that was given. Question 9 is saying, based on the information provided, is the assumed 6% growth rate reasonable? The 6% growth rate is reasonable. That's because the past 5 years was 6.5%. Before that was 7.5%. So there has been a steady decline. And the final question is asking, if this figure supports the 7.5% growth rate, my answer for that would be no, it does not support it because the average growth rate does come out to about 5%, which is pretty short of the estimated long-run growth rate of 7.5%. That is all. Thank you.